Hey guys, it's Cameron from Dueling Dragons. Today for you guys, I'm doing a deck profile of my RaidRaptors deck for you guys. I know this took quite a while for this to come out. I was actually kind of a little sick, my throat, I was coughing a lot and stuff, so I didn't want to do a video then. I was still kind of getting over it, but I decided to do this for you guys before, it gets too long overdue. So without further ado, let's begin. So for the monsters, there's not that many in compared to some other decks. There are some other builds you can do of this. You can do, I'm focusing in around mainly being able to get out monsters pretty quickly. Um, XYZ monsters quickly, but there are also others, I can't talk today, others where you have more Raid Raptors, and it's kind of more, a little bit more stally. This is just kind of, you want to get it out quick and easy and get that win. And so for the monsters, you're going to want to have two Shura, Blackwing Shura, the Blue Flames. I'm running a little bit of a Blackwing thing here because one, you can special summon out, borrow the spear, and two, they're still pretty good. They're also winged beasts, so they could work with XYZ summoning these, and they're also level 4, so you could also pull us pretty good rank 4s. And also 3 Borrow the Spear and 1 Zephyros. Borrow the Spear, mainly just because you can special summon him out along with Shura or Zephyros. And Zephyros, because one, he's a winged beast, and two, you can pretty much get him out as long as you have another face-up card you control, so it's pretty good. And then you want a Sacred Crane, mainly one for the draw power, and two, it's a winged beast. And if you want, you can also, since it's light, if you really wanted to, you can also put in Blackluster Soldier BLS. If you really wanted to. Most of these monsters are dark, so this is like one of the only light monsters here. So if you're that hardcore with BLS, go ahead and add them in. You could probably take out Stoic Challenge. I'll explain that spells and traps later. And then you want to have 3 RaidRaptor Vanquishing Lineuses. This is a really good card. In the anime, I believe this is what that one guy used. I don't know, I forget his name, but he used like 3 of these. You could keep special summoning them out each out, so you can like summon one, and then use its effect to summon the other, and use its effect to summon a third one, if you wanted to, or this card. But it's still really good. It'll allow you to get out at least rank 4 if you have 2 in your hand, or you can go ahead and pull out this Rise Falcon if you happen to have 3 in your hand. And then for another RaidRaptors, you're going to have a 3 RaidRaptor Mimicry Lanius. It's pretty good effect. I like how you can raise the level, but you're really not going to be using that in this deck. You could really be using its second effect, where if it was sent to the graveyard this turn, you can banish it and add 1 RaidRaptor card from your deck to your hand, except for itself. And so you can go ahead and add Vanquishing Lanius to your hand. That's pretty much the only other RaidRaptor card there is, but if you wanted to play with more RaidRaptor monsters and cards, you can put in a RaidRaptor Nest, which is pretty good because it'll allow you to get a RaidRaptor card from your graveyard into your hand, but I'm not really using it. That's why it's in the side deck. And then for the last 2 monsters, you want to have a Summoner Monk. As you can see, there's a lot of spell cards in this deck, so you will have some opportunities to use Summoner Monk's effect. It can also go in defense mode, so that's really good. And what you really want to do in the deck is to have like Summoner Monk or and like 2 level 4s, because Force Strix is the card you really want to be getting out most of the time, and especially if you have a XYZ Shift and a Black Garden on the field, it would give you a really big boost. And also as a bonus, if you had a Zephyros the Elite in your graveyard, that would also be a really huge bonus. I'll explain that little trick towards the end of the video, but now towards this, for the spells, you want to have a 1 Allure of Darkness, draw power, 3 instant fusions. Obviously, everyone really only has instant fusion for Nodin. That's a thing pretty much everyone does now. So plus you can go ahead and get another level 4 and go for rank 4, like Force Strix, and then XC Shift, or XYZ shift. You're gonna be using this, especially to pull out a Rice Falcon because it's not very easy at times to get like 3 monsters out at once, and so XYZ shift really helps if you could get out 2 and get 4 Strix and then Rice Falcon. Especially if you have a Black Garden on the field. Like I said, I'll explain more about this as I get towards the end and to the card. And for you also gonna have a Regeki, pretty obvious. Replaces Dark Hole in most decks. Some people still like to run Dark Hole. I do from time to time, but Regeki's just good. Rank up Magic Astral Force. I used to be using this quite a bit, with Revolution Falcon. But I wasn't like getting it out as fast as I needed to. If you can kind of see where I'm going. I mean, I could get it out pretty easily, but it was just kind of a hassle because it's just I only had like one of them in there to begin with, and I had like 3 Astro Forces, so that was kind of my mistake at first. And then I figured XYZ shift would be a lot better, especially because Rise Falcon I think it has a little bit of a better effect when it comes to being able to attack all at once, and you don't have to detach XYZ material for it, unless you just want to like get some attack from your opponent. So yeah, you could probably play more Revolution Falcons and Astral Forces in it, but it also has to be the same attributes. So I made that mistake once too before. I had like Castell and tried to use it, and I was like, wait, it wasn't working, and so just be a little wary of that. And then 2 terraformings for the Black Gardens. That's pretty much all there's on terraforming, or you can use it to for Summoner Monk. 3 Pot of Dualities. I wasn't finding myself special summoning out like not like every first turn. Sometimes I had to wait a little bit for setup, and since this card, Mimiculaneus, has pretty good defense, I found that Pot of Duality did work pretty well in the deck. And then 3 Swallow's Nest. This is actually a pretty good card. You can use it to get out a Sacred Crane or any one of winged beasts, really. Sacred Crane, I kind of found myself going to more just for the draw power, but it does really help a little bit. And if you had like Zephyros or whatever, you can distribute Zephyros and just get it back later. And then the 1 Stoic Challenge. This card was kind of iffy for me. If I had a card that had a lot of XYZ material on it, I would go ahead and use it. But since the monster wouldn't be able to activate its effect, I found myself not using it as often as I would have. But it's still a pretty good card, especially since it gets to get attack equal to the amount of XYZ material it has. So still a pretty good card. And then 1 Snatch Steal. I found myself using this quite a bit in some of my decks ever since it came off of that ban list. So I know a lot of people have been using it too, so it's a really good card all in all. And the Black Gardens. Now this card is a pretty interesting card, because when a monster is normal summon or special summon, so pretty much if you're planning to go for game and you have Black Garden in your hand, or on the field, it's really good. I'll get more into it in a second, but I'm just gonna finish it up with Trap Stun, 3 of those, 3 Elder God Nodens for the instant fusions, Revolution Falcon for the Astral Force and its effect. Most of these rank 4s are here are for like staples or just pretty good all in all, like Rebellion Dragon or 101. And then for RaidRaptor 4 Strix, it allows you to get a Dark Wing Beast type monster from your deck. So pretty much all these except for Sacred Crane and Summoner Monk. So really good, and I use it in conjunction with XC Shift in order to get out Rise Falcon. And the Rise Falcon is sometimes, well, most of the time, what you want to be using to get game or pretty close to game. It can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls once each, and you can detach 1 extra material from it, target 1 face-up special summon monster your opponent controls, and it gains attack equal to that monster's current attack. This is why you have a Black Garden in. So here's where I'm gonna like kind of explain the strategy. So let's say in a perfect game, I guess, you would have Zephyros in the grave, you would have Black Garden on the field, and then you would have let's say two Laniuses in your hand, or something that will allow you to get out 4 Strix, and you'd also have XC Shift in your hand. So in a perfect game, what you would want to do is first summon out one Vanquishing Lanius, and your opponent would also have like no monsters on their field, by the way. And then you would go ahead and go for Vanquishing Lanius, Vanishing Lanius, my bad, and then your opponent would get 1 token for Black Garden, so that's token count 1. And then you'd go ahead and use its effect and get out another Vanishing Lanius, so token count 2. And then you'd XYZ for Strix as token count 3. You can go ahead and use 4 Strix effect if you would like, but it doesn't really matter. And then you could go ahead and use the effect of Zephyros the Elite, get him out on the field, and then send Black Garden back in your hand. And then you can go for XYZ Shift and go for Rise Falcon. That way Rise Falcon would have all of its attack. It may be small, but still. And then you can use its effect and attack all your opponent's monsters, and so on and so forth. That would be a pretty perfect game. I mean, you're not gonna get game from that, obviously, but for it to be even better, your opponent would have a let's say XYZ material, XYZ monster, or any other special summon monster on their field. That wouldn't make it even more perfect. One, because then Rice Falcon's attack would be even higher, and two, you could probably get game from that. I've had game sometimes where my opponent would have like full field of Black Guard except for like one XYZ monster, and then I'd go ahead and use like Rise Falcon's effect, and it just pretty much dominate. And if you can also go ahead and instead go for Revolution Falcon, which is even better because if your opponent has a special summon monster, its attack becomes 0, and if they had like 4 tokens on the field, and you had Zephyros like in your grave, and you would go for Zephyros, bounce Black Garden back in your hand, and then you use like Astral Force to get a Revolution Falcon out on the field, that'd be game right there. And so if you could go for a Revolution Falcon, that'd be great, but and most of the time you're gonna be going for a Rise Falcon, and this is also kind of cool because Rise Falcon was also the card that was used in the anime to like defeat his 3 opponents, so that would also be that'd be kind of like anime justice right there, and also good win for yourself. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little deck profile here. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. In the comment section below, please tell me what like discussion you'd like to hear for later in the future. I have done one, if you guys seen that. It's bad sportsmanship in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I hope you guys check that out, and in the comment section below, please tell me what other discussions you guys would like to hear from me. And other than that, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And this is Cameron from Dueling Dragons, signing out.